A little bit of context here. This is actually a battle in multiplayer with real people. Happened on 7th of June. I'm going to show you how I actually landed. Little context. If you've seen my shots, this is where the elephant skill 700 plus. Crazy, right? Let me show you. I mean, my chariots didn't do that well, but yeah, I mean, they don't always do well, right? I mean, when the enemy knows what you want to do, they're gonna surround your chariots with no room for movement, and they're gonna kill you down. That's me firing at some, I guess, heavy onagers. Oh, my bad. The defense, there's me, there's Carthage, there's Rome. The attack, there's Parthian and two Roman legions. My shots. So, alright. Why they keep shooting at the tower? Fine, what else? I did burn one of those, two of those apparently. And then the blade progresses. The version. These are just mid-tier, and then silver shields in reserve. Two batches of archers for different batches. Some fireballs. I honestly cannot find the correct name for them as such. Like too long, I cannot find the correct name for those fireballs. I don't know what they call them. Let's just call them fireballs. I think it was this time when I moved the chariots forward and these elephants do. And the wax swordsman, they had the sacred band. Holy, they look good. And as good as those Praetorians. Apparently, purple was a very high value on those times. And apparently, they said the chariots do take some time getting there, which is why it didn't work. But then if I keep them here, they'll get shot down by artillery. And if I keep them way back there, they won't get shot down by artillery, but they'll make it late. I don't know. Anyway, it's a mix of both. See, they're getting shot, but it was explosive rounds. I don't know why people use explosive rounds, but mostly works against infantry. Hmm. Feels like you're one of them charging with Roman lines. And then we just stop. Like, make a lot of movement orders, but they just amass up there, like all of them. I try to make it out. I do not succeed. But what I do succeed in is uh look at those balls of fire. Different balls of fire. Explosive rounds still. Good. What are you doing? Anyway, 200 plus kills. Look at that. No. Even the last guy got. Oh no no no. They're still there. Two of them with 223 kills. So that I can actually get an actual number. Anyway. the Romans and the Parthians. I don't know why the Parthians were on attack, but anyway, they did come close. Let's just say we kept getting shot at. Apparently, somehow they neutralized this one. And not all of them are crawling through those ones. And then they use some rams. That's a battering ram, not cat rams, not siege rams. If you know the lingo, the game I'm talking about. This is very funny. I try to use these, I'm just gonna say fireballs. Fireballs against them doesn't work. Doesn't work at the gates. I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen them work. Not yet. Been exploring in both armies apparently. Then I have some cannon fodder actually going out there and getting stuck there for nothing. These are same guys, Persian hoplites against Persian hoplites. And all that clothing wouldn't make it hot in Persia back in, I don't know, 150 BC, 100 BC. I don't want to speculate, I'm just asking questions. Yeah. Yeah. That's when the funny thing happened. These Roman enemies could just as easily launch my own, let's say, defender traps against me. But they don't. They're too busy destroying a gatehouse which is already open, but is still taking damage. Is it? Yeah, it is. And somebody who takes two battering rams, unless there's two access points that you're trying to attack, I don't see a point. I don't see a point in two access point unless you're like a pro in micro. Look at that. Now is flee, but they hold him long enough so that these streets don't get flooded. That was the point. One army of Persian hoplites barely killed 19, barely killed 20, but they held the ground. That was important. That was important for these pachyderms. Oh, and a sacred band moves right through them. This would be good for a screenshot. Anyway. They're still relentlessly going on. I really wish I had some cavalry, but how would they make it all the way there? They wouldn't, right? Look at them. They got auxiliary cavalry, which means ranged? No, not ranged. Just mini cavalry, and then we have them coming on. Anyway, let's get to the main part of the show. Here we have the line of thorax swordsmen and thorax trio spears. If I'm saying that correctly, I hope I'm not butchering any names. But they hold the ground along with Carthaginian scorpions. Dude, why? Never mind. It's a battlefield shit happens, right? Then we see a bunch of Romans, all of them trying to get through this line. And then I see, uh, imagine Cannae, instead of horsemen, you're using elephants. Just look at them. Indian armored elephants. And I don't know why Rome does not take this to effect, but when Indian elephants come around, African elephants should flee. It's the same thing around how horses get scared when camels are around. Anyway, it's I don't know, maybe game issue. Been playing it like long, but maybe they'll fix it. There were some changes. I'm gonna keep the cursor on the banner so that you can see like actually what is happening. Can I do this? No, I can't. See, I got them from the back. Our soldiers are holding them from the front. My allies are, not me. Then we got them from the back. I mean, even if they run amok, they won't run amok on my lines. They will run amok on the enemy's lines. See, that's the brilliant part about using elephants in warfare. 400 kills, dude. This is something seriously crazy. See, all of the Romans are wavering. Even the Parthians are. They're wavering and they're waiting to rout. 600 plus. You just look at those kills. And then African elephants versus Indian elephants again, like I told you, like horses smell camels and they run. Same thing when these smaller elephants see those big elephants. But apparently the game doesn't feature that. Maybe it does. Maybe I haven't seen it. I don't know. $750 plus skills and still going on. Is this how you use elephants? Oh, last one died. You can watch the short. It's there in the description. I'd never seen an elephant kill 700 plus, but they did. It was quite funny. Either way, the balance of power skewed. What do they do? Like honestly, these guys did well too on those battlefields. I don't know. I mean, if they saw my chariot and elephants and whatever, I mean, like I try to make content that people likes. I mean, people like where they did well as good. And this is the second Burdigala battle that I'm commenting on, one that I actually fought. The thing is that we were not fighting noobs. I'm sorry if that offends somebody, but earlier we were. This time we aren't. We're finding experienced people. Look at those archer placements. Look at those troops waiting, cycling. Look at the range fires. I just kept mine in reserve. Thorax and silver shields. Apparently they just gave up. Let's review battle statistics. Did I carry? Oh my god, look at those. 7, 8, 3, 2, and 23. Uh, these guys didn't do jack. No, no. Oh, the artillery did a lot of damage. It was a 1-2-4. I don't know why they brought two of them. Oh, this guy didn't bring any, so I think that compensates. This one doesn't. It's hardly paid. Never mind. Let's look at ours. Yeah, I have a history of playing Carthage, but I don't get too many mercenaries. Rely on Libyan infantry, African pikemen, and the sacred man. And the Romans mostly alive. So that's why their kills are low. It looks like I carried them, but I don't know. It's a difference between 6,000 troops versus 6,000 troops, and when 12 of yours kill like 200 of theirs, or let's just say that in total 40 of yours kill like 900. Okay, look at these 1,000 of them. That's something, dude. That's strategy or battle tactics. I wouldn't call it strategy though. Thank you for watching.